Hey everybody, happy Friday night. So tonight I have a guest for y'all. But before we get into our guest, I just want to let you all know that starting next week, either Friday or Saturday, I'm going to start doing videos that will discuss topics that were in the news, during the week, Monday through Friday, but it will be the positive things that were in the news. And I'm just going to discuss them with you and give you my thoughts on them. Sometimes maybe Sadiq will sit with us, and me and him both together can give you all feedback on things that we've seen during the week in the news, but it will be the positive parts of the news. And so, but other than that, I have Sadiq with me tonight, and I'm going to bring him back to do another interview with us because last week when I interviewed him, you all gave really good feedback and views and everything on the videos that have him in them. So I figured that you all like seeing him. So he's back tonight. It's going to be a short video. I got 3 questions for him. We're going to try to keep the responses within 2 minutes, but we may go over. So here we go. Hey, Sadiq. And so the first question I have for you tonight is, although it's not currently looking like it might be the outcome, if it happened to be that we end up with a woman as a president, how do you feel about that? Or what would your thoughts be on that?
Um, it would be phenomenal. Um, for a whole lot of reasons. Number one, that women are the backbone of society. Not even just society, it's a civilization as a whole. Um, they're the pillars of strength. Um, they get slighted because of the whole emotional thing, the whole sexist thing. But women are rather reconcile something than push the button. That's generally accepted across the board. Um, Women are more diplomatic. Um, Women see the small things that actually matter, where generally guys have a broad view. Now, I'm not bashing the dudes or nothing like that, like I'm a guy, first and foremost. What I'm actually saying is, okay, let me just give you this quick example why I think a woman will have a broader view of society as a whole, diplomacy, everything it takes to actually run a country, right? Her household is a small nation, and each individual in there, I mean, represent a city, state, a country, however you want to look at it. They multitask. But see, here's the broad view. I think I was probably like about 19 when I ran across this analogy here. So you have about, let's say you had about 20 guys and 20 females. They go to the doctor's office, right? So everybody got a scheduled appointment. So that each person goes into the doctor's office and sit for about 3 minutes, right, by themselves. The secretary or the receptionist comes in and tells them like, okay, the doctor won't be able to see you right now. Let's go into this room. So they do everybody, 20 guys, 20 females. Don't quote me on the number. I don't know the exact number, but it was a pool. It was a study, right? So we just gonna say 20, right? So they get in there and they tell everybody to write down what they seen in the room. Just describe what you see in the room. So what happens is all the guys was just like, well, he had a painting on the wall, he had a rug sitting right here in front of the desk. He had a pen holder with some cut with some pens and pencils in there. So really beautiful. Oh, a nice brown desk. Generally, the guys describe things in broad view. I'm not saying anything like this dude
Excuse me.
science or anything. I'm just saying that that's just how it is. This is accepted knowledge across the board. All the females were more specific. The cup holder had 10 pens, 3 pencils. You know, the painting was beautiful. It was described as scene. The color, the carpet, the table, the desk wasn't just brown. It was a nice, pretty cherry wood. You see? So a lot of times it's the fine tuning things that actually make deals, that bring together diplomacy. It's those small things where you can actually say that they're more selfless than we are, right? We do a hell of a job. Sometimes ego get in the way. So for every egotistical president that ever was, for every emotional female that ever was, it just matched. I just think they'll do a hell of a job. I mean, they can't do any worse than what we got in there now.
I
That's
agree.
generally what it is.
Okay, good answer. Thank you. All right, so the next one is if everything passes through, what are your thoughts and how do you feel about Bristol getting this casino?
I'm absolutely for it. Look what it'll do for the economy. You know, people are too greedy, man, nowadays. That's one thing I've come to learn. Like people always have been greedy, but I'm looking at like from Bristol, Tennessee side versus Bristol, Virginia side, right? Bristol, Tennessee side is a little bigger. They're not going through any economic struggles. The Virginia side is. You have people, whereas this casino is going to bring in so many jobs and so many opportunities, right? The more people that eat, the better the community is. The more jobs, um, the more taxes being paid, the more money spent. You have people here that actually do not want that casino there because they talking about the riff raff and all of that, and then you have city leaders, at odds with each other. Like, why aren't they co-oping together? Everybody gonna eat. I mean, there's really no difference between the Virginia side and the Tennessee side.
Okay, well, that is good then. I'm for the
So,
casino myself, so hopefully all that will go through. We'll see soon. I think it'll be really great, just like you said as
look how
well.
many opportunities that's gonna come here, like because of that casino,
Yeah.
right? Look how school's gonna be better, right? The cost of living, yeah, it'll go up, but you're gonna be making more money, you know.
We,
Um, so many opportunities for people to start their own little businesses. Um, oh, it'll be an entrepreneur haven. It just be a good look, man. Put Bristol on the map other than something for country music and NASCAR. I mean, as great as NASCAR is, it is a hell of a series. And when they come here twice I mean, my first gig here was the Bristol Hotel. 5-star gig. I opened it up. Um, well, I didn't open it up, but I was on the team that opened it up. But I mean, they have other little events and stuff that come here to make money. But the NASCAR, the main race is only here twice a year. You know what I mean? And they killing it, right? Look how many opportunities we did set ourselves and business opportunities nobody else thought of. And you've been here all your life, right? Just little simple, like when you can actually cake off. There's so many different opportunities here, man. Um, but people gotta come together and gotta want it. They gotta want it. It's sad. Your dad has had an organization where he serviced the community. This year would be 35 years. 35 years. 30 consecutive years. Like, babe, you just turned 45 last year. Since you was 10, that's your entire life. He's still knocking on doors for donations. Like, where you do that? I mean, black, white, he don't care. That's for the kids, right? Come on, yo. The bread is here. The opportunity is here. That's not just for Bristol. Kingsport kids can come here. Johnson doesn't make a difference. right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the casino, man, to generate enough money, man, with people, and inspire people to, to do something with it. People that see opportunity. It's hard to see opportunity when you drowning. You know, um, not saying this is a poverty-stricken city. I love it. I think it's beautiful, right? But I don't understand the knock. Like, if this was the Bible Belt, like I know this, what I mean, like it's a religious spot, but I'm saying like, and I don't mean to bring it the religious aspect of it in it, because religion and politics, we already know all of that. But what I'm saying is, if this was a hotbed for religious people that's serious about whatever it is, and I ain't saying people aren't serious, but I'm like the ultra religious people. Some people would call them fanatics. I'm not even gonna, for the lack of a better word, and if I've offended anybody, I'm saying I apologize. Blame it on my ignorance, right? But if this was a place where, like gambling is a sin, you know what I mean? Like, this was that type of place, nah, this is a place where you can come and I'm new. This is a place, man, where you can come and actually do some things, man, and express your ideas and grow. The opportunity is here. But it seems like, all the people that's doing things here of substance are the people that's not from here, right? But that's like that in a lot of spots.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that casino would be a good look, yo. A good look, yo.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That was a good answer, also.
I don't know. I kind of went all over the place with it. But you know
Mm-hmm.
how I am anyway.
I
I
know
start
it.
talking about stuff and I get off track.
Our
And
2 minute responses have turned into 6 minutes each, but that's all right. They're good ones. So, the next question is, I saw where people were saying that the NFL should change the Super Bowl to Saturdays instead of Sundays. What do you think about that?
it depends upon what their reasons are. I mean, Sundays is generally a day where people rest. Um, Nobody's running around. People work Monday. Listen, I don't know if this is their reasoning, right? But this would be my logic, right? The average person work what they say is the work week is Monday through Friday, right? So you do whatever your hours are. Let's just say Monday through Friday. So Saturday you doing housework, chores, you got kids, you going to ball games, you might want to catch up, you know what I mean, on a little rest. Um, Spend some much needed time with the spouse. You're fortunate enough to have one, a loving one. You know, let me say that if you're fortunate enough to have a loving one, Saturdays would be a good time to get some time, man. Sunday you want to recoup, man, for Monday. It's a restful day. Kick back, eat some snacks. I mean, it's a marketing genius. Why would you change it to Saturday? Huh? People want to go, fish on Saturdays. They want to go camping on Saturdays. Um, People want to be outside mowing their lawn on Saturdays. Don't nobody want to do that stuff on Sunday. Like, who want to be outside cutting their grass? I mean, if you had the opportunity not to do it, you do what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So nah. And then you competing with college football. You know, why would you want to do that? Those are the kids that's what you supposed to be highlighting. To make your brand better, right? College football is the NFL's minor league, the true minor league, right? Even though it's college, I mean, they're not getting paid, but that's a whole nother thing. See how I get off track? That's a whole nother thing. They do them kids dirty, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But nah. I wouldn't be a proponent for Saturday because from a business standpoint, like you ain't get no bread. You ain't get no bread.
Okay. All right. So I said we had 3 questions, but I do have one more bonus question, and I promise that's it. But thank you for answering the ones you have so far. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. Your responses have been really great and informative and engaging. So this is good, and I appreciate your time for doing this. Um, the final question, though, for the night, and so far we've been on for almost 16 minutes.
Did
So,
I just play with the gum in my mouth, yo? That's crazy, man. Yo.
so the final question is this one. This one could have a very broad answer, so I'm gonna try to think of what way I can ask a specific of it. My question is, what are your thoughts on divorce? But since that can be such a broad response, give us some of the
I'm pretty straightforward.
give us some of the statistics of what you know about divorce, and just speak on it from there.
Okay, so you want my personal thoughts? Well, I say my personal. You asking me? Who else are you asking? Right? Duh. So you want my thoughts on divorce in general, but you want it backed by my statistical. Like,
The
what are you asking
factual
me about?
statistics that you know regarding divorce, and then
Okay,
just some of your general thoughts on it.
is in place for a reason. Um, Easy to get into, a little difficult to get out of. Because when you go in the union, right, you happy and everything is, and it really aren't that many mutual breakups. Like somebody who's generally assault you, right? Before I get to my personal statistics, my personal feelings on divorce, I'm gonna just say the divorce rate is pretty much upwards of 60%. It's like somewhere around 56, 57%, right? So five or more you run into the nearest, so that's 60%. That's 6 out of every 10, right? So 6 out of every 10 marriages that get together, for whatever reason they get together, we know that they dissolve in divorce, right? Um, the reasons, it doesn't matter. In this, we just say they break up, right? Okay, now the thing about it, the majority, the vast majority of those unions that dissolve are stated on record, by them, by the parties involved, as finance number one and infidelity number two. So you can Google it 1,000 times, like plenty of books. So um, that's something else that's generally accepted. Um, that sucks, man. I'm a person that believes in love, man, and in the institution of love and all things pure, as represented by the two people involved. Love is some of the most beautiful things. Like it inspires the greatest of art, um, the most tragic heartbreak. Love is the shiznick. Like, so when it doesn't, when somebody think they have it and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, that's heartbreak within itself, right? So you would have to deal with that. Um, it's crazy because that's not a worldwide statistic. That's a United States statistic, right? But look at it. We live in a capitalist society, right? So if it's about the dollar, why wouldn't the dollar be a factor in the marriage, right? You know, because before you come into the union of one and one equaling one, you was one with the understanding of that $1, right? Or what it represent. So you brought your ideas of what the money represent into the relationship, and a lot of people don't get in a relationship and don't talk about the finances. You know, whether you doing good, you're not doing good. You just generally do whatever it is to get by until you make it. Um, it's crazy because they don't teach us financial literacy in school, which is something they should be teaching. Um, Love math and all of that stuff, but they'd rather teach you calculus and stuff. Also, he gonna use his. He's going to be an engineer, so he'll use his on a daily basis. But they're not giving any life skills. So when we get into these unions and we don't know how to handle money issues and all that, I mean, we pick up what we got from our families. Um, Divorce, it sucks, man. You know, it really, really, really does suck. But at the same time, I recognize it as a necessity because why be bound to something when it's not working, right? Um, I know some people of different cultural backgrounds or whatever wouldn't agree, and I mean, that's cool. We can agree to disagree like we're grown. But at the end of the day, um, there's nothing that you can possibly say or they can. And I'm an open-minded individual, like I truly am. But there's nothing you can get me to understand that why any entity or any one being, supernatural or otherwise, would want a female to stay in an abusive relationship or even a guy, right? When it's not working for her or her children, and it is dangerous, right? But under the guise of some type of protection of something that, nah, certain things like you pray for strength and to find a way out, right? And that way out is having the courage to move, you know. Um, Same thing with drug addiction and just a whole lot of things, man. You ride for who you ride for. One thing I do know that if this is for anybody, male or female, if somebody actually loved you and the love was genuine, like it was genuine, they're gonna ride till they can't ride no more. Like they're gonna do it with the best intention, and they will probably take up with a lot of crap before they decide to go. Even the ones that come from a situation where they generally wouldn't accept that, the strong ones like, nah, I'm not even gonna put up with that, right? They would. The thing is, they wouldn't put up with it for long, right? So love doesn't break; it bends, right? Love is pliable, right? This is I'm not telling you what love is. I'm saying what my love is. So I'm not no author of what love is as a whole, but I'm damn sure author of my love, right? And it's compromising until it can't be anymore. So divorce is necessary. Um, it's just as necessary as marriage, right? Because if you say in the eyes of the law, if it's something that you can get in legally, if they created a way for it to be a legal thing, and they've done it for property reasons and for taxes, right? Because marriage was a law that was created in the minds of man that was given by the Most High, however it was received, whatever vehicle, or spirit, or thought, or whatever, right? The union between two people was between those two people and whatever ideology they believed in. That's the marriage of the law of the land, the marriage of nature, right? So if it wasn't a necessity, because they didn't come up with marriage and then figure out a way how to get out of it. Like when marriage was created, at the time it was created, that moment the thought occurred, well, how do we get out of it if we don't like it? Right? So they was birthed at the same time. You can't have one without the other. You know? You might not like chicken, but you're gonna respect the egg. So I don't know, my baby telling me to wrap it up.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so he had no idea what the questions were going to be. He just knew there was going to be 3, and I threw an extra one in on him there at the end. But as usual, we thank him for his time. He did a great job. Hopefully he'll get back with us again so we can ask you some more questions. If there's anything you all want us to do as a couple or individually on videos, any topics you want us to discuss, if you want me to interview Sadiq about something, if you want him to interview about me about something, just let us know what you want. We want to be entertaining. We want to have fun and, just different things like that. So you all can comment below and start to let us know what you want to see, and we will get at it. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you hit the little bell beside of where it says subscribe, then you will always get notification of when we post a new video. That way you don't have to check back and forth to see if there's a new one yet. But anyway, I appreciate everybody taking time to watch this video and all of our other ones so far. Hopefully you all have enjoyed what you've seen. There's going to be plenty more to come, and we just want to thank you all for your support. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you.